Mark Abshire, Executive Director of the Chamber a while back, and I can certainly attest to his enthusiasm for the project. So that I didn't include that as a comment, I guess I should have. Yes, Dan.
I would like to thank both you gentlemen and your families for coming up and joining and answering questions. Personally, in my involvement around the community the last month or two, in particular, discussions with the Port Angeles Business Association, the Chamber of Commerce, lots of private individuals, everybody is jazzed about you guys being here. And it's all been very positive, and just looking forward to the chance to buy the first ticket, if you've got that, so. and start coming to some games. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
This has been in the paper. This is no secret. I mean, the community is jazzed about this. We are buzzing. And as chair of the LTAC committee, I see an opportunity for incoming funds. So we'll have more to support our civic field and the community. But this is a baseball town, gentlemen. I don't know if you know our history, but we've had city leagues, and for generations this has been a baseball town. And I'm so excited and grateful that we have an opportunity for this quality of league here. And I embrace it, and not just for now, but for the next generations to come, because this is going to draw people to Port Angeles. It's going to draw the Port Angeles people to our civic field. It's going to add a new energy to our town, a new excitement, and we certainly welcome you. And I can see the involvement of, and thank you for, you're not new to this. You've been successful in other communities, and we look forward to that, being a part of the league and having that success here. But we welcome opportunities for people once again to realize Port Angeles, we're the county seat, we're the hub of activity in Collin County, and now where baseball is happening. So with that, Mr. Mayor, I move to approve and authorize the city manager to sign the facility use agreement with MAC Athletics Incorporated.
Second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there further to Brad? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm in support of the motion.
Okay. Sound like you're living amongst parakeets or something. That you are, as a lover of parakeets, I envy you. That's what I hear in the distance. Been moved and seconded that we approve a facility use agreement with MAC Athletics Inc. So part of our consent agenda. All those in favor of the motion?
Excuse me?
Further discussion, sorry.
Thank you. I will not be supporting this. I would like the staff to bring forward much more than what in just the agreement that we've been presented with, again from staff. Heard a lot of verbal stuff. I'd like to see something in writing. I'd like our chief of police to weigh in on this as well. Again, I've mentioned all the groups. I've asked for some written recommendations from elected officials from where they are currently playing ball. So I would ask that we put this off for another 2 weeks.
And a motion on the floor.
Okay, well,
Seconded.
yeah, I've got a quick question. Is there a hurry on this thing? Just, to get things signed?
Yeah, our timeline is going right now,
There's a
so.
certain level of urgency.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a 16-month marketing plan, we're a year away from launch now, so, yeah, there's just sense of urgency, but it's not, we understand we're involved in the process, and we're certainly willing to follow, whatever you guys set out in front of.
So you still have,
Ideally, we would like to move forward immediately, make an announcement, have the team named, and get moving. That's our time schedule. If something were pushed back, it's not the end of the world, but it puts us in a pretty tentative position.
yeah, because I know that, when I was reading this, I must admit, I thought, gosh, we can just wait for 2 weeks and get the rest of the information. And I know that a lot of it was verbal, because I didn't know some of these things. And like I said, I'm glad that these conversations have happened throughout the community, but we didn't have any way of knowing some of that. So, but I am, I guess, hearing them, and
We consider this a generational thing, you know, when this is, we're gonna get involved now, but 10 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever process you guys need to go through, you know,
yeah.
don't rush on it.
Well, I appreciate that, I really do, because like I said, with what staff has given me, it's almost good enough, knowing that it'll come. And, knowing that it's also a short 3-year contract so that we can modify it with time. So I guess I'm both okay with waiting and not waiting for this. If you all feel that it would be better to have the overall council just wait for 2 more weeks, to make this decision, or, whether you have the time for that.
I would just like to say procedurally, since we have this information and this request was in front of us last Friday, if these were concerns, I think there was more than sufficient time to make a simple telephone call to Corey or to Nathan or to Dan, and we could have had all those answers by tonight. I think it's unfortunate that we would drag this on longer for answers we could have very easily had if this was a concern.
Well, and just so you guys know, we get our packet on Friday, and sometimes it gets read on Friday, or sometimes it's Saturday, and then it's long weekend, and sometimes it's today. And so I did not finish reading this contract until today. And so that's when all these questions came up. So that, I do apologize for not having read them earlier, but at least I read the contract to make sure that I understood it. And those were the holes that came out, and that's where the questions came up. So
Why did it become our fault as council members that we didn't do our homework that staff should have provided to us?
yeah, I mean,
I don't understand that, Mr. Gase.
Well, the answer to that is that we very commonly have questions for staff. They put together quite a nice packet of information, and oftentimes it is more than sufficient, and sometimes we have extra questions. So it's not uncommon to ask those questions so we can have the answers at the meeting.
Mr. Mayor, there's a motion on the
There
floor.
is a point of order in that regard, and motion has been made and seconded to approve the facility use agreement with MAC Athletics Inc. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, if any?
No.
Motion is passed to 6-1.